Hello, I'm going to be demoing my app called ConcertMate. It's version 2 of it. So when the app starts, it takes you straight to the login screen unless you're actually logged in already. We have the option of signing in with your email passwords, or we can register, sign in with Google, or we have the option of sending a password reset email. Another thing that I have here is if, for example, we try to, let me just double check. So if we try to log in with a user that actually is not here, so say it's demo@gmail.com, and we try to log in with test and test here, and try logging in, we get a message that we can't. Check your email or password, or sign up. Same thing here. If we just type in random email that is not an email and try registering, it has to be 6. Yeah, we get the same email is badly formatted. So for the sake of the demo, we're going to use the sign in with Google. Another thing is, if you use the sign in with Google and you have several Google accounts on the phone, you can select which one you want to use for signing in. So just go into here. There we go. The way the data is stored in the Firebase is we have a concert collections, and then we have, in this case, we have 2 collections here, and they're user specific. It's using the user unique identifier and the identifier. Excuse me. Just so each user has its own events, and if we just say add an event here, as you can see, it's being added to the database, but under a specific user. It's not. And if we would log into this one, it would only see 2 events instead of seeing all the events for this user. And another change here is, beforehand we used to only have concert and favorites. Now here we also have attending, and that is used for another feature that I have added in the app. And unclick, same information here. The only difference here is actually added scroll views here, just to make it look nicer in case someone has a smaller phone. And then venue, same thing, there's a scroll view here. Now a big thing that I changed here was, beforehand the text views would be fixed width, fixed height, and would be taking up the space, all space, which means that if, for example, the text was too long, it would just cut off at a certain point and that was it. Or if it was short, like in this case we have NA here, but because the text view was taking up space, I believe from here all the way to the bottom, it would be big with a really small amount of text. So what I did was I added custom expandable text views. So unclick here, it actually expands to show the whole information. Now another thing that I added was, as you can see here, an app drawer, which has concerts, which are just the main activity. We have a profile, a map, and we have the option of logging out. Now if we go into profile, that's just to show the user the option that he can update on his profile. In this case, the image here, change the username, change email, password, delete the account, or send password reset email. Now for the username, anything can be changed. Just new name, there we go, update it, and that's it. For changing the email or password, excuse me, or password, the user has to type in their current password, with the new email, otherwise it won't work. Yeah. For security purposes, same thing with change password. And then for delete account, you have to type in your current password again. Another thing is the password email. So if I click on it, the email has been sent. So if I go into my password, into my email, as you can see, I have a new email here, and we have the option of resetting your password. So if we click the link, there we go, type in the new password if we want to. In my case, I don't. You can get rid of that, and that's it. And as I said, we can change the user can change the image. So we just click on it. Let's go into here. It lets you select images that are currently on the phone. As this is an emulator, I have two random images here. That was the beforehand one, and let's just change it into this. There we go. Picture updated successfully. If we reset it. Go. As you can see, April. One of the images, I think it's this one. Yeah. No, it's actually this one. As you can see, the image was uploaded onto the storage, so if we delete it from the phone, it actually does stay as your profile picture. If for some reason these images were deleted, or these are lost connection and we couldn't actually load in an image, there's a placeholder image. That will be used. Now the last feature that I have is maps. Now what the maps do is it gives markers for venues of events that you're attending only. So if the event is unattended, that specific venue will be shown on map. Now then what we have here also is, if we click on the marker, it gives you more information about it gives you the venue image and the name. And what it also does is it gives you a list of events that are happening in that specific venue. So in this case, we have the Young Blood, Wings Over Vickers Tree, and so on and so forth. What you can do then is, if you click on a specific event, it will actually give you more information about it. Here we go. And if we go back, it will take you back to the map. You can zoom in, zoom out. I took out the option of navigation, as I believe it wasn't needed for this app. And then we can just log out, and there we go. And that's it for this app. Thank you very much.